What's up, y'all? It's your girl Kai. I'm back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you are new here, what's up? My name is Kai. You are tuning into my YouTube channel. It must be Kai. Definitely go ahead and hit that like, comment, and subscribe button before we get right into this video, where I'm going to be telling y'all how to survive the winter with your natural hair. So if you're interested in my 4 tips, definitely stay tuned. All right, y'all, so I'm coming to y'all today with another video, and this video is gonna be 4 tips on how to survive the winter with your natural hair, okay? And y'all, the weather nasty. I don't know about y'all, but I do not like the winter. I don't like the cold. Not for me. Can't stand it. Don't like it. I be ready for it to be gone, okay? And so I personally use the winter months as a time for glow up for my hair for the summer, okay? Because all spring and summer long, and even in the fall, because here in Georgia, winter is winter. Fall is cute or whatever, but it still be hot in the fall, and spring it's gonna be blazing in the spring too. So I use the winter time as like a glow up time, a repair time, a chill time for my natural hair, so that baby, when it comes spring, comes summer, she is on point. She's ready. She looks good. So that's what I use the winter months for. I did used to do wash and goes in the winter in the past, but honestly, y'all, just with the new schedule that I have, I'm just not, and I don't have my hooded dryer broke too, and I didn't take the time to go buy another one. So if you want to do a wash and go during the winter and you have the tools to be able to dry your wash and go before you head out into the cold, by all means. But I'm just going to be telling y'all the 4 tips that obviously have a lot to do with what I've experienced, because all I can share with y'all is what I've experienced. Because I did used to do wash and goes during the winter time, but I would just have to make sure that I stayed in the house and that the roots were completely dry before I even set foot outside. But I will say, in Georgia, this is one of the coldest winters we have had in a while, and I'm not happy about it. But I have not worn a wash and go since, I think I wore a wash and go in like December. I did a wash and go in December, but it was kind of like early mid-December where it wasn't cold yet. It just got cold here in January. So anyway, that's enough with a little backstory, but let's go ahead and get into number 1 on this list. So number 1 is gonna be protective styling, but with your own natural hair. So when I say wear protective style with your own natural hair, as far as wintertime goes, I'm talking about silk presses. I'm talking about mini twists. I'm talking about braids with your own natural hair. I'm talking about slick backs, buns. That's what I'm talking about, okay? When I say protective styling with your own natural hair. And silk presses are really good around this time of year. I mean, obviously not today because it's pouring and it's freezing. Not today, but you can definitely do a silk press around this time. It's a great way to give your hair a break and for it to have a break from product buildup as well, because you don't have all that product on your hair when your hair is straight. So a silk press is a nice way to give your hair a break. And as you can see, I have done a lot of slick backs, a lot of buns that are not too tight. Remember, protective. Don't be pulling it too tight, because then that defeats the entire purpose. But I've been doing a lot of slick backs. I've done a lot of buns. I have also done mini twists. I wore my mini twist for 3 weeks, and that was a really big help. I just came out of 2 braids, and now I'm currently in a slick back with a braid right now for Valentine's Day. So yes, when I say protective styles, I'm talking about with your own natural hair, because this gives your hair a break. It gives your hair a chance to rest, and then you don't have to worry about trying to dry your hair before you get out the house because you got to wash and go. I can do this with dry hair. Okay, so protective styles like mini twists and slick backs and silk presses all require, or you can start with dry hair, opposed to a wash and go. You're gonna start with wet hair and you have to wait on it to dry. But I did this with my hair dry. Okay, it took some elbow grease, but luckily your girl been in the gym, so you know I was handling it. Okay, but yes, anything that has something to do like to make sure that your hair is fully dry are definitely hairstyles that you're gonna want to go for, because then you don't have to worry about getting sick out here. All right, so that is my number one. One way to survive these winter months is by doing a protective style, but with your own natural hair. Because I like braids too, but y'all, I wore braids in the winter one time. Never again, not with my scalp out. Oh my gosh, I was sick as a dog. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into number two. All right, y'all, so number two is going to be, this is the time where you can really go in with oil and moisturizer, okay? Like, I've been thoroughly enjoying slathering my hair in oil and leaving conditioner and then just styling it and not having to deal with it. I have loved it, okay? Because like I said, this is the time where my hair needs a full glow up, so that by the time the spring and summer come, when your girl got her wash and go going, the curls is popping. They done had time to chill. They'd had time to get repaired. Whatever needed to happen to them, they gonna come out swinging when these warm months come, okay? So this is the time where I am loading up on a bit more oil and moisture, and then of course I'm going on top with gel to lock it all in. But the winter time is a very good time for this, especially since if you're going to be wearing a protective style, because when I wear these styles, and I'm just speaking from where I came from, just like constantly learning about hair health, I used to do this style with, I think, just a little bit of leave-in in my hair and just straight gel, nothing else. But now that I have been able to utilize oil in my routine and found the oils that were right for me, y'all, my hair has been absolutely loving these oils. Okay, so I know how to put leave-in in it and then put oil in it and then just seal it off, and then I get results like this. Okay, nice, moisturized, shiny, all that good stuff. So during these winter months is a time that you're going to be able to have a good amount of oil and moisture in your hair, because depending on where you're from, you either have dry, it's dry and it's cold, or it's humid and it's cold. Of course, where I live, it's more humid and cold, but still, I've been enjoying just loading up on the oil on my hair, slicking it back so it can just chill. All right, because remember, that's how my mindset is going right now when it comes to these winter months. I'm just trying to rehabilitate my hair so that it can look good when it's time to show out. So that is my number two, oil and moisture. Yes, you should be doing this all year round, but definitely make sure that you are doing it in these winter months while your hair is hibernating. Okay, so next, we are gonna go into number three. Okay, y'all, so number three, this just comes from me wanting you to be okay, like for everybody to be okay. Please, please, please make sure your hair is dry. No matter what you decide to do with your natural hair, when it comes to these winter months, make sure your hair is dry. Whatever you decide to do, that's your business. But just make sure before you step out that door, your hair is dry, because you don't want to get sick. You don't want to get pneumonia. You don't want to get a head cold, the flu. It's all type of stuff going on around here. And if you like me and you work in a space with cubicles, all I hear all day is folks coughing their lungs out and sniffling. All right, so please, please, please just make sure that your hair is dry, and whatever you choose to do with your natural hair to prevent you from being sick, okay? Because yeah, we might like the, ooh, I get to stay home from work, or ooh, I'm out using my sick days or whatever, but let's just be honest, when you sick for real, it do not be fun, okay? So that just come from Mama Kai, okay? That just come from Mama Kai. Make sure your hair is dry. whatever you do. That's why when I did this hairstyle, how I might usually do it while it's sopping wet, even though I stopped doing that because then I could get like a little mole like right in here inside the ponytail. I stopped doing that, but still my hair was dry when I did this style. Okay, use the moisturizers and oils as what's gonna add that moisture to your hair to make it softer for you to manipulate, instead of adding so much water and then your hair's taking longer to dry. So therefore, when you leave the house, you probably leaving your house maybe with 30% of your hair wet. And y'all know it be hurting too, because we all done left the house with our hair wet before, because I'm guilty of it. That's why I'm able to come on here and be like, boo, do not do that. But we have all left the house with wet, a little damp hair before in the wintertime, and it actually hurts. It actually gives me a headache. Like, it's like back here and around here. Like, y'all, when I leave the house with my baby hair wet, it still don't even feel right. So just make sure your hair is dry. That's how you really gonna survive the winter months, okay? By not getting sick, period. So let's go ahead and get into the last one, number 4 on this list. All right, y'all, so number 4, this one is a big one, and I feel like this is something that I've done plenty of times, and that is gonna be trim your hair and take off anything unwanted, okay? And when I say trim it, because if you trim your hair in December or January when it's actually cold, by the time it's time for wash and go season in late March or April, then you would have got whatever you trimmed off back. You see what I'm saying, as far as length goes. So, and then you won't have to worry about doing it in the summertime or anything like that. I mean, nothing's wrong with it. You could trim whenever you need a trim, but I prefer to do a trim. And there was a time where I had a lot of heat damage in the front, and I can't remember when I actually did it, but if I think now, if I had any type of heat damage, I would get rid of it in the winter, where I can put my hair up. My hair has time to hibernate. I have time to nurture my hair back to health and all that good stuff. So then by the time it's time for wash and go season, where I can really like wear my hair out and because I'm a wash and go girl, okay? Like, I'm not really a twist out girl or a braid out girl. Y'all know that. So when it comes to when it warms up, y'all know I love a pineapple. I love a wash and go because I prefer to wear my hair out. All right, like, these styles are cool and all, but my favorite way to wear my hair is in a wash and go. So like I said, what I choose to do during the winter months is get my hair ready to be cute for the next few months. So that's why I went ahead and did a trim, because it's February. By the time it's my anniversary in April and we on our trip, I have my wash and go, and whatever I would have trimmed off, I would have got it back already. And with these oils and stuff, my hair would have just been nurtured. My ends would be looking good, nice and crispy still. So I say go ahead and whatever you need off, do it in the winter time, so then you can wear your ponytails, wear your slick backs, put it in some mini twists, do some individual braids, or even do a silk press and get a trim. And so then by the time it's time to really be outside, because I'm not outside in it. It's not outside. I'm indoors, especially in this. But yes, that is gonna be my number 4. Anything that you don't want, go ahead and trim it off or cut it off, whatever you need to do, because by the time the summer comes around, it'll either be grown out more, or if you do decide to do a big chop or anything like that, you'll be used to it by the time it's time to put your fit on and go outside and sit by the pool or go to a little outdoor concert. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is what the winter months are for, in my opinion, because the spring and summer is all for sport. It's all for play, baby. So those are my top 4 tips for how to survive the winter with natural hair. Make sure you're doing a nice protective style with your own natural hair. Oil and moisture. Make sure your hair is always dry before you step outside into the cold. And whatever trims or cuts that you want to do, go ahead and make that happen during the winter time. So that's gonna be it for this video. I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Y'all please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.